Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the second episode of the 7th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like what's today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click in it, put the password in, and enjoy. So, last episode, first episode into the 7th season, we had Raj, the good continuation of him finally being able to talk to the opposite sex. And he was going around, he was at a work event, he was chatting people up, he was doing his thing. And, you know, it's nice to see him there, open, and just being able to engage in all conversations with everybody. And I personally enjoyed the episode because he was spending a lot of time with Howard. It was just them as a duo, and it reminded me obviously of the early stages of the show. We also had another duo that was spending a lot of time together, was Penny and Sheldon. Obviously Leonard's still away doing his research, and them two are obviously missing him, and in his absence, you know, spending a lot of time just talking, playing chess, and you know, again, it just reminds me of early stages of the show when we was obviously getting used to the characters and the relationships that was being formed, and I enjoyed it as well. Now, another two people together was Amy and Bernadette. They was at a work event. You know, while he was there, somebody sent them 2 drinks, you know, from the bar, and they were sitting down, they was talking, and Bernadette actually made a comment like, if you actually want to go over and speak to them, then I wouldn't blame you. I.e., Sheldon's not really the best guy that you could be with. And obviously, Amy didn't really take it very well. She was saying, I don't know what you mean by that. Can you explain? She was like, no, can we just forget I said anything? And it kind of upset Amy, which I kind of get, to be honest, because, you know, Sheldon is an acquired taste and she absolutely loves it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really Bernadette's position to be commenting on Sheldon or Amy and saying one could do better than the other. It's not really fair, isn't it? You know. Amy even made a comment like, Howard has a lot of weird traits as well, and you don't see me saying anything. Now, going back to obviously Penny and Sheldon, they're missing Leonard, so they thought they'd give him a call, see how he was doing, if he was okay. And he seems to be having a great time. You know, he's on this party boat, he's rocking, he's rolling, he's having a good time. Every time you see an iceberg, they're doing shots. They're thinking that he's going to be obviously on his own, bored and locked away doing his research, and it seems like he's just having a great time partying and just vibing. So, you know, they kind of upset them, to be honest, because they was upset for him, and it seemed like he wasn't even missing them. He was just having a great time with his mates. So that was interesting as well. I don't know how long he's going to be at sea, but maybe it's only going to be a couple of episodes like Howard was in space, and then he's going to return back and we could go back to normal. But that was an interesting start. I did enjoy the episode. If you do enjoy today's though, please smash like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into the second episode of the 7th season of The Big Bang Theory.
And here's another interesting weather fact. Changes in jet streams can affect the speed at which the Earth rotates on its axis. So bad weather can actually make the day longer.
Oh, there must be a hell of a storm somewhere.
Leonard home in a few days. This was your last time driving me to the grocery store. Tell you what, if my apples are mealy, we'll hit the produce section for one last crazy blowout. Please don't take my looking forward to Leonard's return as criticism of the job you've been doing in his absence. That criticism will come later in your report card.
Hello. Oh, he's back.
Oh my gosh, you were supposed to be here till Sunday.
We finished the experiment early, so I thought I'd come home and surprise you.
Oh my gosh, why are we whispering?
I didn't tell Sheldon so we could have a few days alone.
Penny, it's your lucky day. 3 of the eggs are clearly not jumbo. Grab your keys. Yo, Stuart, I was wondering if you could help me find something.
Happy to, unless it's hope or a reason to live.
Leonard will be back in a couple days, and I need a welcome home gift for him. As he's been at sea, perhaps something with a nautical theme might be appropriate. Aquaman. This isn't a gag gift, Stuart.
Yeah, just as well. It's a pretty rare piece. I'd rather just sell it to a real collector.
They thinking putting Dr. Octopus's mind in Spider-Man's body?
Well, I've been quite enjoying that. It combines all the superhero fun of Spider-Man with all the body-switching shenanigans of Freaky Friday.
I've been kind of snippy lately. It's probably the stupid diet I'm on.
Why are you on a diet?
Buy these pants in the men's section.
$1,200, that's my final offer.
All right, Sheldon, you win. I'm sure Leonard is gonna love this.
Oh, right, a present for Leonard.
I don't know, this squirt gun, it's pretty rare.
That's pizza.
Oh.
Here's some money.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna hit the head. That's what us salty sea dogs say when we have to go pee-pee.
5. Keep the change.
Seriously? I just walked up like 4 flights of stairs.
30-something cents, and promise I won't call your boss and tell him you reek of marijuana.
That's a rather earthy cologne.
See what I mean? Natural
I
laughing.
used to wear that. Your Italian pizza and my Chinese noodles, we could play Marco Polo.
Yeah, it sounds fun, but no thanks. Have a good night.
What now? Do you have company?
Toilet's been doing that. I called the building manager, so...
No, I can take a look at it.
Well,
I'm quite familiar with plumbing. If there's no one here, why are there 2 glasses of wine on the table?
Well, you know, I've got 2 hands and a bit of a drinking problem.
Of course, ask a silly question. I'm no stranger to enjoying the pleasures of solitude. Oh! Have you gotten Leonard a welcome home gift yet?
No.
Oh, great. Do you want to go halvesies on a $200 squirt gun?
Do you know what, right? Just before these go into there, imagine he actually popped out. How upsetting would that be for Sheldon, to be honest? You know what I mean? Because Sheldon is excited to see his best friend back, and he's also going out and getting him a gift as well, regardless of the value of it. He's been overcharged anyway. But the fact is, he's that excited that his friend's returning, that he's prepping and he's getting gifts, and, you know, he wants to welcome him back. And to see that he would have come back without telling you and he's been hiding away, that's kind of sad, isn't it, if you found out? So I'm glad that he didn't in that situation. And also, Sheldon always notices little things here and there, but he actually believes anybody's lies, to be honest. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, drinking problem, ask a silly question, get a silly answer. Do you know what I mean? Like, he always falls for it.
I made some brownies. You want one?
You're kidding, right? You know, I'm trying to lose weight. God, I thought we were partners in this marriage.
How was dinner at your mom's?
Awful. The rubber ointment all over her again.
Why can't she do it?
Because we've got a deeply unhealthy relationship.
How long have you been putting this on her?
I don't know. A few weeks. Why?
This is really strong estrogen cream. Please tell me you've been wearing gloves.
Like these swollen sausages could fit in gloves.
Howie, the estrogen's getting absorbed by your skin. That's why you've been all bloated and moody and a giant pain in the ass.
Full of estrogen, and you don't act like that.
That's because I'm a woman. I've had years of practice riding the dragon. Okay, you still look great to me. In fact, why don't we go in the bedroom and I'll prove it to you?
Sex? Really? I mean, that's just your solution to everything.
Blanco is a spoon with food. Janko is a spoon without food. Janko is spelled with a silent p-tang. What does tweepadoc mean?
Elephant?
Lucky guess.
I'm sorry. I'm just distracted by something that happened over at Penny's. I have no choice but to assume the worst, given Leonard's lengthy sea voyage and her famously ravenous nether regions.
I don't think Penny would cheat on Leonard.
She and I once had a staring contest. She clapped really loud and made me blink. It's a small leap from there to sexual infidelity.
Do you hear anything?
I hear a woman's voice.
Is it Penny?
But no, it's you.
That was good, actually.
Sounds like Leonard.
Please. Why would Leonard come home early and waste his time kissing Penny when he could be hanging out with his best buddy? Aha!
What the hell?
Leonard?
Sheldon, you cannot just barge in here like that.
Right.
Penny.
Penny!
Mate, that's actually, like, that's upsetting for Sheldon, but we didn't see the aftermath of it, you know. Leonard knows that it's not right. You see the way he stood up and then sat back down there. He was like, oh, jeez, I've been caught.
Realize to what extent our friendship was a burden to you.
That is not fair. I complain about what a burden it is at least once a month.
You find me finicky, pedantic, and annoying.
No, he doesn't.
I actually have used those exact words before.
You and I addressed the tweepadoc in the room.
The what?
Amy?
Please leave me out of this.
This is silly. Hey, I brought you back a little present from my trip, huh?
You honestly think you can buy back my friendship with a cheap souvenir?
Oh, yeah.
Hello,
Now we're
sailor.
talking.
Excuse me. This changes nothing.
He's loving it.
Except the Halloween costume I'm wearing this year.
Is it me or what? Are there more people laughing in scenes?
Thanks for coming over.
No problem.
Ooh,
He
you
looks
made it
casual,
sandwiches.
right?
Yeah, that's...
So does Howard,
cucumber
actually.
And cream cheese, that's turkey and loganberry. And don't tell my hips, but I'm warming up a brie in the oven. Do my boobs look bigger to you?
He's so Skinner.
Jump up and down. Let's see if they jiggle. What? Okay, give me some of this.
I feel like he's lost loads of weight, me.
Fine.
I bet when I do it, mine do the same thing.
Let me feel. No, I am definitely up a cup size. Ooh, Brie's ready. Yay!
Right. Is it me or have both of them lost a lot of weight? But, like, some people get offended when you say that in terms of, like, they was not fat before. Mate, they was not fat before. I ain't saying they was fat before. I'll always say it with Rebecca from the Vampire Diaries. She was perfectly good looking and beautiful the way she was, but then in one of the seasons it was like, whoa, she's lost a lot of weight. Do you know what I mean? Like, and she still looked good. I feel like the same with these, you know. I never thought Raj was fat, but I've seen him with his top off on the show a few times, and I feel like in that situation there, he's much slimmer and leaner. Now, I'm going to counter and flip it in the opposite side. I feel like Leonard looks a bit meatier than previous seasons. I feel like there was one season where I feel like Leonard looked like he bulked up and he was like muscular, and this season, well, he's been on his voyage and stuff like that. I feel like he looks a little bit, I wouldn't say, when I say chubby, I'm not saying he's fat. He's definitely not fat, but what I'm saying is he has got more weight than last season. That's the best way of saying it. And I feel like Howard and Raj have got less weight this season than they have last. So I'd be going around, I'd be having a Brie party, I'd be loving it, mate. I absolutely love cheese. So again, bro moment. Oh, I mean, call it bro moment or whatever it is, but I would love it. This would be one of my favourite seasons if we can go back to these two spending quality time together as twosome. I feel like their best scenes come when they're together.
So am I driving you to work, or are you still mad at me?
I'd like a ride. But you said you'd be home yesterday, but you came home 3 days ago. Now, you say you're taking me to work, but for all I know, I'll end up in a deserted amusement park.
I'm going to work. You can come if you want.
I find myself wondering if anything you've ever told me is true.
Hey, I said I was sorry. What else do you want from me?
I want you to admit that what you did was wrong.
Fine. What I did was wrong. You know what? I'm not driving you to work because you're incredibly annoying.
Then you are driving me, and you find me a delight.
Stop it.
But keep it up.
Bye.
Hello.
Oh, hey, what are you doing here so early?
Driving Sheldon to work.
He's still mad at Leonard, huh?
He's mad at you, too.
Thought I heard you out here.
Hey, Sheldon.
You don't get a hey. You get a I let you buy feminine hygiene products with my supermarket club card. Do you have any idea the kind of coupons I'm going to get in the mail now? Friend of my enemy's girlfriend is my enemy.
Really?
Yes. You're either with me or against me.
You want to take the bus to work?
Maybe there's a third option. Howard, Raj, Judas.
You know what? You're a crazy person.
Now listen to me. You two aren't just friends. You're best friends. And as his friend, you should be happy. He has love in his life. Can we please put aside these petty differences and just be glad we're here together?
This came in the mail, and I want you to have it.
50 cents off Vagisil.
Think of me when you apply it.
I've missed all of us hanging out together.
When can Kuthar Polly talk in front of the girls without a beer?
Oh, that happened right after you left.
Believe we forgot to tell him.
Think of Sheldon when you apply it.
See, right, that scene there with how it's been going and the casual vibes, and I feel like people laughing and just, bouncing. I feel like it's quite. Do you remember that time where he's like bazinga and he goes in the balls, bazinga? I feel like that was unscripted. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like we're watching it, and I feel like the cast doing things that maybe are not meant to be part of it, and it's just off the cuff, and they keep it in because it's fun. And I feel like that could potentially be one of them there. That was decent. Now, I never actually knew that estrogen could make you highly emotional like that, and obviously it explains him in this episode where he's completely heightened, and obviously I feel like he does good acting with emotions, Howard, if I'm being honest. Do you remember when he was getting ready to go up into space and he was FaceTiming Bernadette on the computer, and he had to go camp outside, and he was literally crying there, and he was like, mate, I'd go to the bathroom, but I don't think I'd make it back. And when he was in space as well, his eyes, you know, the makeup department on the show do pretty good. You know, if somebody's sad, they do really well. And if somebody's injured, I feel like they've done good, and sick as well. Because they always make it look like they're actually really sick with the use of the red makeup that they do it, and today around his eyes. And I just feel like Howard's probably one of the better actors to give something like this to. I actually really enjoyed it, and it was like I said, mate, it was nice to see again. You know, 2 episodes in a row where the bros, in terms of him and Raj, are spending time together. They was my 2 favourites at the early stages of the show, and obviously it's dwindled away in terms of how much screen time they get with each other because of obviously the relationships they've been in, and I said it last episode, but the more I see it, the more it makes me happy. And again, it was a weird moment, wasn't it? Obviously in the apartment, and Bernadette was there to witness it as well. But it was also a good moment because they are strange, and we have seen him in all these weird situations before, and it's just good to see back how it used to be. You know, there's nothing better than vibes and what brought you into the show at first, you know what I mean? So really enjoyed it. Good episode again, 2 decent ones to start the season, and obviously I'm excited to see how we do it for the rest of season 7. Hey, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So Leonard's back. It was only a 1-dayer. I thought it might have expanded into, you know, a couple of episodes, but, you know, we've done 1. It's fine. You know, there's nothing really for us to see him being at sea. Space was a bit more interesting, to be honest, with Howard, and he was only there for like 3 episodes, wasn't he? So it's understandable that Leonard was only going to do 1 or 2, and he's back now. And I get where he's coming from. I get both sides of this, to be honest. I personally think that he was in the wrong, but I kind of understand his actions and why he was doing it. So obviously we'll go to Leonard's side and point of view. He knows that with coming back, it's going to be a bit overwhelming with Sheldon. He's got to go and do an influx of activities and things, and he's not really going to have any of those single moment times with Penny that he wants to have. And obviously he wants to come back and spend some quality time with his girlfriend without the hassle of everybody else being involved. Totally get it, understandable, no dramas. However, you know, from Sheldon's point of view, his best friend's been missing, well, not missing, but gone for like 4 months, you know what I mean? He's excited for him to come back. He's getting things ready for him. He's buying him gifts and presents, and it feels like he's a little bit betrayed, you know what I mean? It feels like he could have, like, do you reckon Sheldon would have accepted if Leonard said, I'm going to be back tonight, you know, I'm going to chill with Penny, and then me and you can hang out tomorrow? Kind of like when Howard returned and Bernadette said to everybody, look, you guys do you, let us 2 spend some time together, you know, I've missed him for so long, and then he'll come and see you guys later. Do you remember that episode? Same scenario. Now, personally, I actually think that Sheldon wouldn't have accepted that. You know, and if he wouldn't have accepted that, then that's his fault. You know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't have to cater for him. He's given him the justified reason and told him he's not kind of lied to him and made him feel like he's unwanted. And that's kind of how it was. You know what I mean? Like, he's excited to see his best friend, and it looks like his best friend's not really excited to see him. He's trying to hide and be away and not really say anything and show that he's there. So, kind of get that, and, you know, it's not really his fault for feeling that way. But at the end of the day, obviously, he's come back, he's given me sailor's heart, he enjoyed it, you know, he's apologised, he's took him out, he's had his day out, he's had a good time, rekindled, they're back together, they're going strong, and the whole gang is, you know, all as one again, back to normal, season 6 vibes again. So good stuff, good 2 episodes to start the season. I enjoyed it, and you know, let's hope the rest of the season could be just as fun. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.